Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where today we have the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Iron Man. This is the only one from the wave I got so far, mostly because this was the only one that was in stock on Big Bad Toy Store and I decided to pick him up while he was in stock. I think I have Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Captain America pre-ordered, and Titania. I'm kind of iffy about Beyonder, we'll see, because that's not my favorite look for him, but this is the newest figure I have, now in my collection, I believe. Yeah, I think so. But, yeah, I'm really excited to get this guy. A lot of people have been kind of iffy on this thing, and they don't really care about it because it's not that much of an update. But this comes with the roller skates, and I've always been a huge fan of the roller skates, even though they only appeared in, literally one panel in the original Secret Wars. I think they've made a couple other appearances, maybe. But I've just always been a pretty big fan of the roller skates, and yeah, I'm a pretty big Iron Man fan. So yeah, this is obviously an homage to the classic Secret Wars. You got the lenticular shield, and then you got all of the cross-cell. That's a cat hair, sorry if you saw that. You got Spider-Man, Cap, Wolvie, Titania, Beyonder, and then of course there's Iron Man there. And they all come with a lenticular shield. And yeah, the bad guys come with the squares, and the good guys come with the circles. So, apparently Hasbro has decided that Beyonder is a villain. I mean, I've always kind of seen it that way, but it's kind of debatable because Beyonder is kind of more just like a force of nature, I feel like. Like a Velociraptor, for example, or, you know, a Galactus. I've always seen Galactus as more of a force of nature. It could be debated that he's a villain, but, so, yeah, let's get this guy open and let's see what he's like. Okay, and we'll first up take a look at the figure. I mean, this isn't going to take long because this is really just reuse between the 20th anniversary and the hologram Tony Stark, the AI Tony Stark. I don't have that figure. Although, if I ever get an Ironheart, I'll probably get that to pair with her. Even though I'm not a big fan of Ironheart, you know. I like having all the young Avengers and all the younger characters on the shelf as well as the classic, the legacy characters. So, yeah. First thing I have to say is the red I don't enjoy on this figure. I enjoy it way better on this one. This one is more comic booky probably, but it just, in toy form, it feels more plasticky. So, I do kind of like the yellow, but I overall think this color scheme is way better. This actually looks better on camera than it does in person, so just remember that. If you see it in person, it looks a little toyish. This looks a little more, especially the head. If you look on top of the head, it looks a little more close to like it's gonna be like a blood orange color than a red. These colors I prefer. So I thought I was gonna be able to switch this helmet because I prefer this helmet look to this one, but that's gonna be a no. So I don't think he's going to take the place of this guy on my shelf because I just love the look of this one way better. I love the look of the unibeam and the lights up here more than the blue. I like the helmet design. This is way more classic. But ulterior motive for this guy, he didn't come with any Tony Stark head or a James Rhodes head, Rhodey head. Because actually, Rhodey was the one in this costume in the Secret Wars. And people are up in arms about the lenticular shield having Tony's head. But that's how the original toy was. I actually had a couple of these original toys when I was a kid. I wasn't born in the 80s or anything when these were going on. But I did have a couple of these. Same with the Toy Biz. But yeah, that's the lenticular shield. So he doesn't come with a Rhodey head. But I thought it would be cool if he did. But I did just get the Walmart exclusive Prowler, and that makes a pretty good Rhodey head if you don't have the retro like deluxe Rhodey. The retro, this version of it doesn't come with a Rhodey head, but the like more silver deluxe version does come with a Rhodey head. It's just a little older. This is a newer head, and the skin tone's a little off, but I think that works. Like I said in the when I unboxed all these from Big Bad Toy Store, I think the Rhodey head is just kind of, I view it as a darker, I view Rhodey as like a darker skin character, but I think it's just the MCU that's kind of imparting my vision, you know, putting the MCU view on the comics view. So, This is an upgrade overall, though. So this will probably be my posing Iron Man, because I like to pose figures, so having pinless joints makes that a lot more fun for me. I don't really mind the look of the pins, but they're more fun to play with, I've started to realize over the past few months, if they're pinless. So, yeah. So this is just, this is a pretty average body. It's, you're going to get all your Iron Man needs out of this. And if you're not wanting the Mafex or a Mezco or something like that, this is a perfect substitution. It's pinless. It comes with more hands than your average Iron Man figure, and more accessories since it's the Secret Wars line. So we'll go over those. But yeah, just so you know, he has double jointed knees and double jointed elbows, and it's all pinless, and it's great, and it works like a charm. So yeah, maybe do a custom repaint on him if you don't like the colors, but the colors don't bother me. They just look more toyish in person. So first up, this is probably the most important for a homage to Secret Wars. It's the lenticular shield, because they all came with these back in the day. And you just open that up. I forgot how to open these. Oh yeah, there's a tab. Okay. And then you take the lenticular part out, and then you put the Secret Wars one in. If it'll fit in there properly. Okay. And you can get that in there. And it looks okay. But I'm gonna keep the faces in mind that I get. Because, yeah. Let me just get that fixed up, because there's actually tabs on it that you can push in. Yeah. So, and this has like the Captain America shield, like flip clip, I don't like those, but it's part of the deal. So, yeah. No one's gonna be using these, but I do like having these. These will probably get hung up on the wall. So I probably will end up picking up Beyonder and Brown Suit Wolverine, because I want to have everybody like up on a wall, because this is pretty nostalgic for me. Even though I wasn't around for this era, I still read this era of comics when I was a kid and everything. So I'll probably pick up the rest of these in the wave, and hopefully they do a lot more for these characters. Yeah, I'm just hoping they do a lot more for these characters. Hopefully we get like a singular release Doom and everything, so I can have the lenticular shield for that. And I want to put them all up on the wall, and I think that would look nice. I got to figure out a good mounting system. This might fit on like a thumbtack or something, I don't know. But for accessories, he comes with... We'll first go to the most common accessories. He's just got the blasting hands, which they haven't been wanting to put the hinges on lately, and I don't like that, so... Maybe that's a reason to get the Mafex. I still might pick up the Mafex, but we'll see. Macy Yamaguchi also is kind of drawing my attention. And then I might get the Mezco just because I want to have the big three in the Mezco form, and they are finally releasing a Thor and a classic Cap. So, but the hands have peg holes, so you can put the blast effects that they come with. And yes, these ones actually come with the blast effects. They don't come with 4, but they come with 2. And then they come with these, like, repulsor blast that is like after he fired it, which are fun. This is my first time having these. These are reuse, I think, from the last Iron Man wave, the wave before the She-Hulk wave, but these are nice. And then he gets 1 extra hand, which I wish it was 2, but and then he gets like the Secret Wars type gun, and this is pretty dope actually. This is actually probably something I will display him with, just for that nostalgia factor. But yeah, it's a little tacky and toyish, but it's an homage to the original line, and this is how the comics were at the time. But it's got an actual up and down hinge on a weapon holding hand, so that's nice. If that's something you care about. And then he's got the roller skates. And since the feet just have plugs in the bottom, you can just plug them right in. I think I'm plugging it in the right foot. I don't know if they're shaped specifically to a foot. They might be. This one goes... No, they're not really shaped to a foot. Okay, I got it in. It just takes a little force, a little behind the camera strength for the first time at least when you're trying to learn. But you can get it in there. This peg hole is... Okay, these are going to be a little weird. These might get glued onto the feet, honestly. Because I don't plan on ever taking these off because I love the look of them anyway. But they're not wanting to sit very well. Okay, they're in now. And that adds a little bit of height to him, so. Yeah, these were what excited me the most because I'm such a fan of that, like, goofy comic book stuff. But that does add a little height, so he's a little bit taller now. I don't know if he's going to be taller than War Machine. Let's look at War Machine. Let me just, we'll get into size comparisons now, might as well. Let me put War Machine up to him. We'll take these out after we look at War Machine. And we'll compare him without him as well. Yeah, he's taller than War Machine. Okay, so we'll take this out. And now these are the size comparisons. Yeah, he's a great figure, and I'm glad I picked him up. He's up on Big Red Toy Store right now. I'm sure he's going to be a peg warmer, because most people I didn't see many people are excited for this guy. And that's another thing. It's not as classic, because it has the battery discs, but I like those. I think those are so cool. I like that little extra bit of detail. Adds a little bit of something there. It doesn't really keep him from kicking out either, so might be a little worried of them maybe breaking off of one day if you're getting too rowdy with him, but as long as you're careful, a little more careful, you'll be fine. All right, for the next size comparisons, we got the 20th anniversary cap with the harness removed, and then we have this is the VHS series Spidey, because I don't have the new black suit, but since they're all in Secret Wars together, that looks pretty nice. The new one's gonna work better because it's on a younger body, but this cap looks great. And yeah, so that's nice. And the clip for the new lenticular shield is actually a bit different than the old cap clip. The old cap clip is a lot thicker, and you can see it's like got more. This one might be more prone to breakage, so just be warned with that. The cap clips break enough at this point that I'm pretty careful. I haven't broken one yet, so knock on wood that I never do, because I literally only have 2 cap shields. I have the one that comes with my cap and then the one that comes with my US agent, so let's hope I never break those. And then we'll just do a couple more size comparisons. We got the VHS series Daredevil, and then this is the West Coast Avengers box set. If I can get him posed correctly, I'm sorry. This is the Silver Centaurion from the West Coast Avengers box set. And yeah, this is probably my favorite Iron Man figure to play with and pose around, because he's just so fun, and I love this armor. So yeah, so that is everything. That is not the West Coast Avengers, sorry, the Secret Wars Iron Man. And yeah, he's pretty nice. So thanks for watching. Bye.